just born yesterday, and an entire month has passed. Where is time going? Hello, my name is Ali, and this is Vladimir, and welcome to Reality. This is Vladimir's 1 month update, just giving you guys an update of his first month of life. He currently has the hiccups and is trying to fall asleep while I film this because that's just the way this little one rolls. If he's not eating, he is sleeping. Vladimir was born November 3rd at 3:32 a.m. He weighed 8 pounds 14 ounces, was 21.5 inches long. He was born vaginally, and since he was born, he's been pretty much a wonderful sleeper. Even in the hospital, I would try to wake him up and he would refuse to wake up. Right now, it's kind of like the same thing. When he's tired, he gets really not grumpy, but when he's sleepy, he will let you know. And he's still a very good sleeper. I went shopping the other day looking for fabric for Christmas presents, and he fell asleep in the middle of everything, in the middle of me talking on the phone and talking to the sales associate and walking around the aisles and pulling out fabric. He was asleep during the entire thing, and a lady had actually made a comment saying that he has a real talent for sleeping. So even from the beginning, he would let us sleep from 4 to 5 hours at night. He, obviously during the day he does wake up to either have his nappy being changed, his diaper being changed if he fed, and usually those are the only things that can wake him up. Sometimes every once in a while a loud enough noise will wake him up, but usually what it ends up being is that it gets too quiet. He doesn't like when it's too quiet. The only time we even have it quiet in the house, and even then he has his white noise maker, is at nighttime. But like I said, it's not completely quiet because me and my husband are talking and his white noise machine is on, so it's not complete quiet. He is a wonderful eater. My milk did not come in until 5 days after he was born, which he did not like because he loves eating. But now we did have an issue with the latch. His latch was just a little bit weak. He tends to be a little lazy boy, so he would just like to open his mouth barely and literally just have my nipple sit in there and let it drip inside of his mouth. I'm like, no, you have to suck on it. So his latch was a little bit of an issue for the first week of his life, but now it's perfect. It's great. He's a wonderful eater. He's a great sleeper. So we go to sleep around 10 o'clock, and we head upstairs around 10 o'clock, and that usually gives me an hour and a half to get him ready, get him in his pajamas, feed him, get ready to go to sleep. And he does fall asleep. The only issue we're encountering right now is the actual transfer from my arms to the bassinet. He usually wakes up, and some days are better than others. Some days it usually only takes me 2 times to get him in there without any problem. Other times it's the entire night. And usually on nights like that, I will just lay him in our bed and let him stay asleep for about 20 minutes. And then after the 20 minutes are up, I'll move him over, because by then I know he's in deep enough of a sleep that he won't wake. But he's a perfect little baby. This past month, which is a fun month because, he wasn't here, but I've seen him just, I don't know, I feel like he was always very alert. He was a very alert baby even from the beginning when he was awake. That's the only thing, though, is that he wouldn't be awake for very long. But when he was a very alert baby. But now, he'll have stunts of when he'll stay awake, and he'll track me with his eyes. He loves my voice, which is always so flattering, but he's so young. I'm literally his everything right now, so, which sometimes upsets Daddy. It doesn't really upset him, but my husband can't wait until he's a little bit older and can show like actual affections towards him. But he loves the sound of my voice. He loves breast milk. He likes looking at himself in the mirror. And another thing that he's discovered just this past month is his hands. He doesn't really like pacifiers, which kind of sucks for us because he just likes to sit on my nipples sometimes, especially when he's upset, and just not so necessarily for the fact that he's hungry, but he'll just sit there with it in his mouth and suck on it. And sometimes, especially when he's upset, it can be a little bit bad because I will actually begin to let down my milk, and he's not necessarily in the mindset of eating, so sometimes he will like choke on the droplets of milk that will fall in his mouth. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've been trying to get him on a pacifier. We've already tried 3 different brands, 3 different age groups of these different brands, and nothing seems to work. He doesn't like the pacifier, from what I am assuming is because it's cold and it's hard and it's plastic. But he will suck on his father's finger, and he'll suck on my nipple, and he'll suck on his own hand. But plastic, cold hard plastic, is not good, and we're not going to have a little Buffalo Bill baby with like a human skin pacifier, so that's out of the question. At his actual 1 month appointment, Vladimir weighed 11 pounds, 8 ounces, and is now, or was then, 23.5 inches long. My pediatrician, or his pediatrician more like it, had asked us if we were supplementing with formula because he's a very big baby. And I told her no, he's exclusively breastfed. And she said that that was great and he's doing amazing. And that he's also the size of a 2.5 month old. So it's safe to say that all of his newborn clothes do not fit him anymore, and it makes me so sad because I'm just like, you were just born a few weeks ago. What do you mean? You're already in 0 to 3 month clothing. And even then, as I am filming this right now, he is actually up. He's already, I think, about 12 or 13 pounds right now. This is a week late. This month update is a week late, but he's already surpassed the 0 to 3 month clothing. So I'm very sad. The pants obviously fit him a little bit long, and his little sleepers and everything like that are just really tight, but that's pretty much it. I'm just so very happy that this little guy is finally here with us. He is our little rainbow vegan baby. And he's amazing. I absolutely adore him. He's honestly, everyone I'm sure says this about their own children, but I mean it with every sincerity in my heart. He is absolutely perfect. He's a perfect sleeper, a perfect eater. He's a quiet baby. He doesn't scream he never screams. And when he cries, it's for a reason. And we're just so in sync that I know why he's crying. So I hope you guys enjoy his 1 month update. You guys tune in for his 2nd month update, and something gives me the feeling that these are going to go fast. Before I know it, I will be sitting here in front of his crib, and he'll be squirming around, and he'll be a year old. And it just makes me so sad, but it's happy. I'm very, very happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do not know yet, we actually do daily vlogs here. So if you want to catch more of this sweet little guy, or me, or my husband, or the shenanigans we get ourselves into, feel free to check some of those out. If not, then we'll see you guys in a month's time. So you guys have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, or whatever you guys celebrate. Just a happy holidays, and we'll see you guys after all of the holidays. Goodbye.